every time there was a narrative that the U.S. was going to lose reserve currency status, why it's never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
because crypto, that seems to be a threat to the dollar, doesn't it?
I think it's the opposite.
Oh, really?
I think stable coins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stable coins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries.
What this bill would do is provide, like I said, the regulatory clarity and safety. It would bring the whole stablecoin industry on shore. It would enhance consumer protection. The issuers of stablecoins would have to get audited on a quarterly basis. Consumers could be confident that their dollar-based stablecoins were reserved on a one-to-one basis with actual dollars in U.S. bank accounts. And I think this would increase confidence in the industry. And I think that you would also see banks getting into the act. I think you'd see traditional financial players getting involved in it. And that's why the float is expected to grow from, call it, roughly 250 billion to trillions of dollars. And that would create more demand for the U.S. dollar internationally. I think you could see other economies start to dollarize from the bottom up as their citizens would prefer to use U.S. digital dollars as opposed to whatever fiat currency they're using. And that would create potentially trillions of dollars of new demand for U.S. Treasury. So I think this bill is a major piece of legislation. I think it's a fantastic bill just on its own. I think that the House should go ahead and take it up, and I think they will take it up, and I think they're going to put it on the president's desk very soon.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. Don't forget, guys, we're the only game in town today. So I do see us moving slightly up. Don't forget today is Juneteenth. Markets are closed today. Now we have Lubin says Ethereum's layer 1 will become the master ledger for the world. And we can clearly see the potential of Ethereum's ecosystem. And I definitely see Ethereum landing in the hands of the banks, which we know the banks have their hands all over it already. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And guys, we had Jerome in the house yesterday and didn't make a move. And of course, we're going to go over that later. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Yesterday, we had yield rates slightly up, but guys, we know they're going to continue to rise because the Fed is not making a move, and we know no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants this long-term paper. And you can just look at auctions. The only people that are buying that long-term paper are the central banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Australian digital dollar stablecoin officially launches on the Hedera network. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 205 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And we know Jerome was in the house, so we know they like the markets to look decent. But we know as long as the Fed keeps these rates as high as they are, it's just putting more pressure on this legacy market so it crumbles and Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And unfortunately, the sheep are sleeping. They don't see what's going on. Guys, we're paying over $1 trillion just to service the debt. And Jerome Powell stated that the economy is doing wonderful. And he's not going to make a move yet due to uncertainty. And he knows that we're going to be decoupling from China. And he knows these drums are about to get louder because inflation is sitting at about a 2.4. He could have easily cut a full basis points and still had room. So there's definitely something around the corner that's going to cause inflation to move higher. And then plus, guys, we know Japan eventually has to make a move. And that's going to send a rumble through the economy. And we have Trump says Powell is the worst, a real dummy who's costing America billions. He's not costing America billions. He's costing America trillions. And the reason why? Because they want to bring in this new digital economy where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. We are definitely living in biblical times, but what do biblical times teach us? No one learns from history, and you definitely don't want to fall on the wrong side of history. And the sheep are going to fall for this distraction because we clearly see the drums getting louder, and these drums are going to lead us into this fourth industrial revolution. So while everybody's distracted, we're going to slowly see the machines roll on in, and we've seen it done plenty of times already. And then also during the C word, we saw the simulation where people were just getting enough money, but they were getting free money to sit at home and do nothing. And we're getting all these protests going on. Again, that's a simulation on how to handle the masses and using technology. Having all these protests at one time, guys, that's called organization. And the only person that can organize like that, we know, are the alphabet boys. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs were down at close. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Coinbase and Circle shares surged on Wednesday after the U.S. Senate passed the Genius stablecoin bill. And this bill is going to eventually get passed, and when it does get passed, it's going to change the sheep's lives forever, and they had no clue. It's the same thing during 1913. Majority of people had no clue on how the Fed was going to change everyone's lives. And when you have stable coins, smart contracts, and blockchain, guys, nothing is real. And then also, we're living during biblical times where they can control the money, where they'll be able to tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. It is definitely an amazing time that we're living in. You can't make this stuff up. You have to pinch yourself to be like, is this real? Are the American people really falling for this? Yes. And it's due to a lot of the elders that used to teach and had a louder voice are gone. And then also the older generation, they feel like the younger generation is not listening. Plus the core of families, a lot of families have been broken up. No more big mama, no more older men teaching the kids. And we are definitely seeing the effects. And like I stated, it's all history. It's just repeating itself. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Coinbase launches Coinbase Payments, a stablecoin payment stack for commerce platforms with instant 24/7 USDC transactions built on Base. And don't forget, Base is on Ethereum. And of course, Coinbase uses this with Shopify. And of course, they can move this to all other of these fintech payment platforms. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have crypto czar David Sachs says stablecoin bill will boost global demand for US dollars. Also, and lastly, we have Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent claims crypto is not a threat to the dollar, it just reinforces the dollar supremacy. And we see Scott Bessent, David Sachs using the talking points to move this new digital economy forward. And if you have the NWO book, Scott Bessent stated exactly what I stated. If it was not for crypto, the dollar and the United States economy will collapse immediately. But don't forget, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases, but it's going to give so much more control to the central banks over your money. They'll be able to know you better than you know yourself. Don't forget, all this is going to be done on blockchain. Chainlink is sending all this information to Swift. So they know every transaction you're doing. There's nothing you're going to be able to do that Big Brother won't be able to see. And that's the reason why privacy is the new gold. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.